What if I told you that truths modern science uncovered just a few decades ago were already written in a book over 1,400 years ago? A book revealed in the deserts of Arabia to a man who could neither read nor write. Coincidence? Or divine revelation? Let's dive into some of the most mind-blowing scientific miracles in the Qur'an. The Qur'an says in chapter 21, verse 30, "Do not those who disbelieve see that the heavens and the earth were joined together, then we split them apart?" Science confirms the universe began from a single point, a massive explosion, what we call the Big Bang. But the Qur'an described this in the 7th century. Long before telescopes, long before Einstein, this knowledge was already revealed. Then, look at the creation of human life. In chapter 23, verses 13 and 14, it says, "Then we placed him as a drop in a firm lodging, then we made the drop into a clot, then we made the clot into a lump. In the womb, we go from a drop to a blood-like clot to a lump of flesh." This exact sequence was discovered under a microscope only in the last century. But the Qur'an described it word for word, centuries earlier. Now let's talk about iron. The Qur'an in chapter 57, verse 25, says, "And we sent down iron, in which is strong material and benefits for mankind." Notice it doesn't say created iron, it says sent down. Today, science confirms that iron is not native to Earth, it came from giant exploding stars in space. It literally rained down on Earth. How could that be known in the 7th century? And what about the mountains? In chapter 78, the Qur'an says, "Have we not made the earth as a bed, and the mountains as pegs?" Modern geology now tells us that mountains have deep roots, just like pegs, and help stabilize the earth's crust. This was only understood in the last few decades, yet the Qur'an mentioned it long ago. Lastly, the sky. Chapter 21, verse 32 states, "And we made the sky a protective ceiling, but they are turning away from its signs." The atmosphere shields us from UV rays, meteors, and deadly radiation. Without it, life couldn't exist. But the Qur'an already spoke of this protective ceiling. So tell me, could a man in the 7th century have described the creation of the universe? Human development in the womb? The origin of iron, mountains, and the atmosphere? With no access to science, books, or technology? Or was it revelation from the one who created it all? The Qur'an isn't just a book of guidance. It's a timeless sign for those who reflect.